Okay, so is the law of assumption and the law of attraction and manifestation and creating your own reality, is all of that egoic and prideful and selfish? That's the question that I'm going to be addressing in this video, because this is a question that I get asked often, and I felt like it would be a good idea for me to make a video about this. And so here's my take on it. I approach all of that, the manifestation, law of attraction stuff, from the place of awakening. I start with awakening, and the reason for this is because awakening is the realization of who we really are. Beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond space, beyond time, beyond the ego. It's the true self. And so when you experience the true self, which is love itself, love is not just an emotion that we experience. No, we are love itself. What you realize in this experience of yourself as love is that love is infinite. It's one with everything. And it is pure consciousness. That is the ground of being. All of matter, all of the forces of the universe are arising from this infinite field of energy, and that energy is infinite love or pure consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter, because ultimately it's ineffable. It's beyond all words, ideas, and concepts, okay? But that is what you are. You experience that. You know that you are so much more than this sense of being a separate egoic self. And then from that place, you start to live from the heart space, and you realize that you are the light of the world, and the divine essence starts to shine from within you. And that is when it's time to start creating and manifesting, because you're going to be doing it from love. You're going to be doing it from the heart space. You're going to be doing it from the essence of your being, which is light. And here's the key. Your focus in all of this is going to be in serving and transforming and healing the world around you, because you're going to be operating from unity consciousness. You're not going to be operating from the ego, from the sense of being a separate self. No, you're going to be operating from oneness. And this is going to have a tremendous influence on how you live your life, how you see yourself, others, God, the world, everything. So when this happens and you start to have these desires, and the way I teach manifestation and the way I teach creating your own reality is through these principles of the law of assumption, law of attraction, like I was saying earlier. And basically what this is when you're in deep meditation, what you're doing is you're visualizing whatever it is you want to experience in your external reality, but you're seeing it as something that is already done. This is the law of assumption that Neville Goddard talks about. And then once you see it as something that's already done, this is the key, this is the secret. You feel it. You embody the feeling of that thing that you're visualizing in the present moment as if it is a present reality. And you really try to embody the feeling of that in deep meditation, preferably in theta, so that your subconscious mind can really take it, accept it, and then start to create it in your external world. That's the sequence of it. That's how the process of manifestation actually works. So when this starts to happen and you're sitting there in meditation and you're really trying to feel as if whatever it is you're wanting to experience is already done, what you will notice is if your desires are connected to serving other people, to helping other people, to giving to other people, then it becomes a lot easier to feel as if it's already done, to see it while you're visualizing it, and to really embody it, because when you're focusing, when your perspective is on others and your desire is attached to helping others and transforming the world around you, then you can literally, when you're visualizing it, you start to get goosebumps, you start crying, you start to feel this essence of love, which is your true self. You feel it fill your body. The light fills your body. It expands beyond your body. and you feel totally fulfilled. You feel totally content, and there's a peace that surpasses all understanding. There's a joy beyond measure. And in this moment, you're like, yeah, this is why I'm here. This is what it's all about. In that moment, you know from direct experience that this is so much better than having all these things that you're trying to like create and manifest just for yourself, in thinking that, oh, if I could only create this or that, or manifest this reality, or have this car or this house or this relationship or whatever, then I would be happy, then I would be fulfilled, then I would be satisfied. If that's how you're approaching manifestation and the law of attraction, then so be it. However, if you go down that route, you will discover sooner or later that it doesn't actually work that way, because the illusion is that you are a separate self, that you are an ego. And so if you're thinking that something external, some kind of material object or relationship or experience will fulfill you, then you're living according to that illusion, and you realize that nothing ever does. There's nothing that can fulfill the ego that doesn't actually exist. There's nothing that can satisfy this sense of being a separate self. And so you manifest, you create whatever it is you're wanting to create or manifest. It happens, it comes into your life, but then you still feel empty. You still feel like it's not enough. You still feel like something's missing. And what's missing is awakening. What's missing is the expansion of consciousness, where you know yourself to be one with everything, and you know that you're already whole. You're already complete. You're already enough. You're already one with God, one with Source. You don't have to attain it or achieve it or earn it. It's impossible. You can't, because it's already a present reality. That's the revelation. That's the realization that comes about when we start trying to manifest things. And so, yeah, that's what happens. Like, if you're trying to go this route of law of attraction, manifestation, law of assumption from the ego before you have an awakening, then you're going to be left feeling empty time and time again. You're going to be on this endless pursuit, this cycle that always ends in zero. And you're going to have this continuous mindset of, oh, I manifested this and I thought this was going to be it, but it's not it. So if I could just have some more, or if it was just a little bit different, then I'll have the answer, then I'll be fulfilled. And that's the endless pursuit. That's the chase that never ends. And some people spend their entire lives on that chase, on that pursuit. But in my opinion, the design of manifestation and creating has everything to do with going beyond yourself. It has everything to do with going beyond this sense of an egoic me and just, fulfilling all of my egoic desires. And when you start to manifest from this place of love and you're going beyond yourself, you start to dream way bigger than yourself. You're visualizing these things that are just so much better than anything that would just serve you and you alone. And again, this is where that sense of true fulfillment comes in. When you can start to see yourself having some kind of abundance and wealth and health and success, which all of these things are awesome, they're great, but they go beyond you, because the light that is the essence of your being is so much bigger and expansive than just this little small egoic me. And so, yeah, this is what true manifestation is all about. Being the light of the world. And the other thing to this is living from this place of surrender, living from this place of letting go, where you're allowing things to flow into your life because your vibrational frequency is high, so you're attracting things into your life, but you're living from this place of non-attachment, so you're not holding on to these things. And so they come into your life, you enjoy them, this is healthy, this is normal, you experience them to the fullest, but then you're allowing the flow to flow through you, so you become a very generous person. And you, again, your focus is on others and transforming the world around you, because you are the light of the world. You're in the world, but you're not of the world. You are the light of the world, and you're healing the world around you by what you're creating, what you're manifesting, what you're putting into the world. And this is the whole point of why we come here. This is the whole point of an incarnation. And this is the whole point of being part of the collective consciousness. You know, we all play a very important part in the collective. And the light of the world, being the light of the world, is simply knowing who you are, living authentically, and knowing that who you are and what you're doing is making a major difference in the world, whether you're realizing it or not. So don't think that, oh, you know, I'm not making a difference, and how, you know, who am I to actually try to create something or manifest something that's going to make any kind of change in the world? And that's the ego. That's the mind trying to bring you back into the old ways, into the old patterns, into the old limiting belief structures that keep you disempowered. So, yeah, don't start manifesting. Don't start getting into law of assumption, law of attraction stuff until you fully know who you are, you're content with the essence of your being, and you know that the peace, the joy, the fulfillment that you've been seeking externally is within you. It is you, and you know you're already whole, you're already complete, you're already worthy, you're already enough, just simply by being, because there is just pure oneness and there is no separation. So there is no, like, that's the illusion. The illusion is I am a separate self, I'm not enough, and so something has to happen in order for me to be whole, complete, fulfilled, etc. But St. Francis of Assisi said, what we are looking for is what is looking. So for most people who are trying to manifest from the ego, again, they're thinking that they have to create something, they have to manifest something, and then attach themselves to those things, to what they're manifesting, to find, to experience some sense of wholeness and being complete. But that is the lie, that is the illusion, because, as St. Francis said, what we are actually looking for is the very thing that is looking. It's who we are. It's the true self. So experience who you really are, know who you really are, and then create from that love and light, and you will be amazed at what you experience and what you're able to do, because you are so much more than what you think, and you have the power to, like I was saying earlier, to transform the world in miraculous ways, even if the mind says, oh no, that's impossible, and the mind tries to talk you out of it. You are making a difference, and you are creating your reality, whether you realize it or not, through your thoughts and feelings and emotions and deep subconscious beliefs. The subconscious mind is taking all of that and it's projecting it into your external reality. And so you have the power to reprogram your subconscious mind with thoughts and feelings and beliefs of empowerment and positivity instead of disempowerment and negativity. And this is all part of that activation of you being the light of the world, letting your light shine in the world. And this is why you're here. Manifestation in this way of being, in this approach, is absolutely necessary. It's absolutely part of fulfilling your destiny and fully embodying the human experience. So, yeah, the question is, this is the question we all have to ask ourselves if we want to get into this wonderful world of manifestation. The question is, are we manifesting from the ego, or are we manifesting from love? That's the question. That's the big difference. One will leave you empty and unfulfilled and bitter and angry and probably exhausted, because it's an endless cycle, like I said, that ends in zero. The other will leave you feeling fulfilled, satisfied, and you're going to experience this peace beyond understanding, a joy beyond measure, and an infinite love that knows no bounds. And this is what life is all about. This is the light of life. Focusing on others, creating with this intention, with this desire to go beyond the sense of being a separate self, and healing the world around you and helping those around you to awaken so that they can experience the same thing you're experiencing. And we can all come together as one in love, in harmony, in coherence. And this is essentially, I think, what Ram Dass meant when he said, we're all just walking each other home. This is what it's all about. So I think that's it for today. I hope this brought you some clarity and some understanding, and I hope it cleared up some of the misconceptions and misunderstandings that are typically surrounding this whole world of law of attraction, law of assumption, manifestation. Yes, it's real. Yes, it works. Yes, it's powerful. But we need to approach it from the essence of awakening first and go from there. So if you found this video helpful, informative, or insightful, please leave a thumbs up at the bottom of the screen and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.